Hey guys, real quick before we start the video, I want to direct you to the community tab on my channel. I am currently running an event for you, the viewers, to rate every single Monster Hunter monster from 1 to 5 stars. This project is going to be a bit of a run back from the 20th anniversary popularity poll and is meant to allow everyone to voice their opinion on every monster, so we can get a big picture look at how the whole community feels about the entire Monster Hunter bestiary. There will be a new poll on the community tab every single day at noon Eastern Standard Time, and all polls will remain live on the channel, so you can answer any of them at any time. You will not miss out if you miss the poll for the day. I will be updating numbers all the way from now until the end of October when the last polls have been run, and in October or November, we're going to have a massive video event where your comments will be read, all the numbers will be crunched, and the monsters will be reordered based on how you all voted. Every vote on every poll matters, and anyone has a chance to have their comment read in the video itself. And if you want to help me get more data and reach the broader Monster Hunter community, I'd appreciate a like on this video and, maybe hit the subscribe button to help this channel grow. It'll put me and this project in front of more eyes. Okay, no more YouTuber CTA shilling. Here's the video you actually clicked on. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone from 400 IQ to eaten glue. It is Bonk time. Hammer's up next. Very fitting departure from Charge Blade yesterday. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit late. I had to get some extra sleep, but we're back. Hammer's a fun one. Always been a fun one. Classic weapon from the first game. Has its fans. I've always been kind of a casual one. It's never been a top roster pick, but it's usually fun to pick up. I'm curious what we're gonna be seeing here today, because Rise brought a lot to the hammer that people really like. He got Impact Crater, Spinning Bludgeon was cool. It kind of was able to keep its Clutch Claw attack with the Spinning Bludgeon for the most part. And Hammer brought with it new stances and like a parry in Rise. There was a lot brought to the weapon. I know it wasn't statistically super high in terms of its meta output max damage, but it was just a fun weapon. So I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be some Rise DNA in here. And then, as always with apparently Wild's weapons, there's might be a little Frontier DNA. Apparently there might be a little MH Online DNA, because I've been told that some of the attack moves are from online, so you're gonna have to point out the online ones to me. I have no idea what those are. Might be able to catch the Frontier ones. Who knows? But let's take a look at what we got, shall we? Okay. What the heck are you? Spongy, poofy jacket plague doctor. And very purple. And a plague doctor. The hammer's kind of sick, honestly. Like a plague doctor beak hammer. New bird wyvern, maybe? New poison bird wyvern, potentially. Funky looking. And some kind of, there's like a surgeon aspect. You got like the tools along the waistband. Female set's kind of got like a nurse aesthetic going. Is she wearing a tie? I have no idea what that is. Get a better shot in a bit. Okay. It's not immediately like, oh my god, like the Charge Blade armor, but like the art design on this is good. And that's a cool hammer, man. Any way you cut it, that's a cool hammer. I'd wear that gas mask. That gas mask is tough. I am interested to see what this belongs to. But let's see what the hammer does. Golf swing combo. Easy peasy. Ooh, okay, so hook slinger for extra movement for better positioning. I like that. Charge attacks make them more powerful. Classic. Yeah, standard triple charge. Means some monster to land in multiple hits to the head. That's your big bang combo. Glad to see that's back. That was great. Focus mode for wounds. Cool. Is that one of the different Rise, like level 3 stance charges? Not entirely sure. Alright, let's go. Yeah, because it looks like they have different level 3, so they didn't bring back stances, and I'm kind of shocked there's no Impact Crater. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Alright, let's run that back. Alright, boom, boom, yep. Alright, so that's standard stuff, nothing too crazy right there. So destructive power, good mobility. So it seems like the craziest thing I think that we're seeing is the fact that you can use the hook slinger to get yourself moving around, which is pretty cool. And you can charge while you're doing that. Not shocked, but that's really nice, obviously. So, you know, you're just... This is good for Hammer, because Hammer is so super specifically position focused for the head. So, monster flings out attack, like, goes kind of past you. You're able to pull yourself in the direction towards it, clear that distance a lot easier, and get your hits off on the head. Yeah, that's good for this weapon, for sure. Standard charge there. There's your level 3. Comes out really quick after movement. Let me... Nah, it stops. Okay. Big Bang. Bonk. Either the tongue doesn't do a lot of knockback at all, or Big Bang has some super armor to it. Yeah, it gets hit by the tongue. Alright, so they're saying that Big Bang has some limited super armor. Correct me if it already has that, but at the very least, that's interesting to me. You're going to put some super armor on any combo. I think Big Bang is probably a really good one, because it's a very lengthy one, and unless the monster's down, it's tough to use it, unless you get like a really good opening. But even at that, you're probably not going to get the whole thing off before it starts moving again. So if this wasn't armored already, adding armor to it, I think is a good cause. But feel free to let me know if I'm wrong there. Glad that they kept it, by the way. It's a great combo. Bonk. 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 Bonkity, bonkity, bonkity. And then again, is that, I don't remember doing, though, that might just be because it gets caught on the backswing, and usually you're hitting something that's already grounded. But it looks like there might be a little extra hit on the end there. Cool. Focus mode to target it. Alright, looks like you get some new types of charge attacks with focus mode. Yeah, okay, so that is... Oh, so they're like using focus mode and turning that into kind of the separate charge stance from Rise. That's fun. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure that that's that attack. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. That's a good way to have some Rise DNA in there without doing the whole separate stance thing. Cool, so they managed to sneak that in there. I like that. Was that anything particularly interesting right there? Was that parry? I think it was, because we've seen parry attacks on a number of these weapons, and it has a very similar, really big white flash to those. So it's like a grounded drag. That's an interesting animation. Is that the focus mode? Alright, so focus mode makes you kind of look like that. It puts the hammer like a little lower down there. So let me see. I don't know if it's that low. Yeah, no, that's like almost on the ground. So tongue comes up. Boom. Nice big golf swing hit. You know, hold on a moment. Let me... That goes... Bam. Is that the Frontier baseball swing? Not quite. It's got like the similar, like, nice, yeah, nah, I mean, it operates differently. It starts differently. This one's a parry, and it has a very different ending animation, but I guess, like, the nice, like, big, full body, like, horizontal baseball-esque swing, I guess if you really wanted to kind of stretch it, it's quite similar to the Frontier baseball swing. Just cracks him up. Yeah, those like couple frames of a pause to it That's definitely a parry. It's kind of similar to Rise's Silkbind parry, but without the actual like Silkbind dash to it. So it's kind of like that without the dash, and it's more like a standing parry than a run into the attack. Let me know what you think this is derivative of, because there's a couple of moves that kind of look like this parry attack. Yeah, it's similar to like one or two things. All right, so then they have the tether. Pulls in, goes, just goes into the charge. Yeah, this is... Boom. Yeah, I think that's one of the Rise stance charge attacks again. This is honestly much more akin to Generations Ultimate spinning meteor hunter art, which I'm not entirely sure if it got kind of like reworked into Rise or anything, but there's a couple attacks in it that look a little similar with like the more vertical spinning. But yeah, no, this looks to be very much like spinning meteor. So there's some Generations DNA, some Rise DNA in here. It's really good. Neat. So using focus mode to get the differing stance level 3s from Rise. Looks like we have a parry that's similar to baseball swing attacks that were in other games, and using the hook slinger for movement and positioning. If it didn't have it already, it looks like Big Bang has some limited super armor on it. I think those are our biggest changes. Okay, another weapon where not a ton of stuff compared to something like a gun lance or a longsword or an insect glaive, but kind of like Charge Blade, fitting that they're back to back. This is one where it's a decent pocket of pretty damn cool changes, but not a whole full rescaling of how like the combo structure works or everything. Oh yeah, she does have a tie. It's kind of neat. All right, let's run it back. Get another close look. Look at how the hammer pulses with like the brain and everything. It's got the big metal bit. Yeah, what is this hammer gonna come from? The armor sets both look like they're funky and they're funny, but they're good looking for what they are. Maybe not 100% my style, but I like them just artistically. That hammer is wicked tough. So like, what the heck is this gonna be? Because it might not necessarily be a monster, but I kind of feel like it might be. The Plague Doctor thing makes me think bird, but we have two other poison birds. I don't know. It's a great looking hammer. You got your standard triple hit and the big swing. Yeah, that's the coolest thing. The hook slinger movement, I like that a lot. More powerful charge. Yep. Going for the Big Bang. Big Bang absorbs tongue. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe an extra hit on that, not 100% sure. Rise charge attacks with focus. A parry attack. And another nice big chunky swing. Okay, so there is some Rise DNA in here. And there's a parry, and there's traversal. Yeah, okay, so they didn't really change up the combo structure, but you're getting some like big finishing moves from some previous incarnations of the weapon. A parry on hammer is pretty... I'm kind of shocked it isn't Water Strike, because Water Strike was a really, really interesting, very unique little attack that weapon got in Rise and Sunbreak, where you could kind of just like cancel out whatever the heck the opponent was doing and strike right into it. But yeah, cool to see that there's some persisting Rise DNA in here. And the thing with like the hook movement, like it's not like, oh my god, like it's the craziest, flashiest thing, but that's just like super nice for the weapon. I'm gonna run it back one more time. Oh, it's a different move. I haven't seen Shota do that one before. It's cool. Cool. Yeah, more hammer, more charge finishers, more ability to brute strength through things, more movement, more ability to get to the head. So that is your Wild's hammer. Pretty sick. I like it. Just throw it on the list, boys. Another weapon that looks like it's going to be worth trying out. Especially a parry and that kind of movement, I think, are two things that are really, really cool for hammer. So yeah, maybe not the tip top of the list, but I'm going to be looking forward to checking this bad boy out. I'm hoping he's nice and strong and just beats the snot out of monsters as hammer should. So coming up right here is going to be the breakdown of the Charge Blade if you haven't watched that yet. As for now, this has been CR-Volcanic or Connor. I'll see you around. Shout out to all the patrons, and special shout out to Nihilist Chimerax, Datboy Doin Ding, Sir Newt Newt, Peaberry, Stefan Colneen, Shaggy Grizzly, Psychotic Jester, Pecco Plush, Daniel Delasarte, and Call Sign Shadow. Thank you very much, everyone.